What's going on, everybody? It's Thursday. We're here. Miss Ward and TK back again. Appreciate EJ and Miss Ward holding things down for me last week. I had some personal matters to take care of. So, first of all, shout out to them for always holding it down. How you doing today, Miss Ward?
I'm ready to go get it. The usual. Let's go get it.
That's right. And that's actually what we're talking about today is being ready. That's the topic we chose. I hit Miss Ward up and something's stirring in her heart. She's gonna explain it to us here in a minute. I'm just sitting back and ready. So we're gonna get into it. We got a few peeps checking in this morning. I got your 6 appliance repair in the house. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Jeremy, always a pleasure to have you. We got our brother from another mother, EJ, checking in. Good morning, EJ. As always, we got our boy Adam in the house. Good morning, Adam. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, we're going to get into it. We are going to stop right around 8:25, 8:30. Miss Ward's got a busy full day. I got a bunch of meetings this morning, and then I got to go put out some fires today. I got a call last night as I was pulling up to my last call that we have an unhappy customer over in the good old South Side. So I'm going to go over there and put the old bearded charm on them and hopefully turn a bad situation into a good situation, because a lot of times it just takes a little bit of finesse and honesty and care to turn a unhappy customer into a happy customer, right?
Amen.
So, you want to pray us up, Miss Ward?
Absolutely. Lord, thank you for allowing us to rise again and say your holy name. Lord, please order our steps, our lives, our minds, our spirits, and our souls. Lord, please cover us in our technical and business pursuits, personal, private, and professional. Lord, touch every ear that may hear that all things are possible through you. Lord, give us the ability to go to you first and then go deal with the world. Lord, thank you for allowing us to understand that we are nothing without you and that all things are possible through you. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Miss Ward. I
You're welcome.
appreciate that. I'm gonna give y'all a little nugget this morning from the Proverbs. But what I really want you guys to do, though, is go today when you get some time in between a call or in between your day and read Proverbs 9, because I love Proverbs, but Proverbs number 9 is probably one of my favorite Proverbs, because what it does is it illustrates wisdom and folly, wise decisions and foolish decisions. And what it does is it shows us that every day we're out here, every day you're alive, you have the choice to either make wise decisions or foolish decisions. And to be honest with you, it's the only choice you truly have. Your reactions and the things that you do are the only thing that you truly control in this world. So go back and read Proverbs 9. Remember that wisdom comes from knowledge and fear of the Lord. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 9 and 10 says, "Instruct the wise, and they will be even wiser. Teach the righteous, and they will learn even more." Verse 10 says, "Fear of the Lord is the foundation of wisdom. Knowledge of the Holy One results in good judgment. Wisdom will multiply your days and add years to your life." And making wise decisions is how you stay ready. That's how it all ties in together. Making wise decisions the past 3 quarters prepares you for quarter 4. Making wise decisions in quarter 4, ramping up for 2024, gets you ready for 2024 and every quarter and every day and every week in it. So I say that to say this, and I'm gonna turn it over to Miss Ward. When you're going through the struggles and you're trying to decide what to do, part of the reason that you're struggling to decide what to do is you don't have a clear path set out before you. You need that clear path, because when you don't know where you're going, that's when anxiety and stress and worry comes in. But if you've got your path set before you in life and business and relationships and all those things, the decisions come so much easier. And how do we know which way to go? We first of all ask God, and second of all, we make a plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I say it all the time, but it's true. So I'm gonna turn it over to you, Miss Ward.
Man, I'm telling you, hitting me with all that. And this is why when I do my videos and talk and people really can relate, they don't understand how authentic it is. I try to be as transparent as possible, you know, without leaving my butt hanging out too far. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, I was making notes about, you know, the topic about stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And under these notes I wrote, you're responsible for your bank account, your health, your mental state, and your mindset. And that leads to the 90-day rule. You know, I'm a firm believer that wherever we are right now is because of what we've been doing the last 90 days. If you take 90 days and focus on what you need to be doing financially, business-wise, health-wise, you know, your mental and emotional state, if you focus on those areas and your mindset, you would be surprised where you're going to be in 3 months. That goes with your affiliations, the people you're around. You know, I sit here, watch people shut down situations, shut down businesses, shut down this and that, and everything has to do with where you were. And the thing about it is you got to understand in business is hard. Like there are seasons in business. And so you have to be prepared. You know, I was talking to EJ the other day and I was like, people need to stay ready so they don't have to get ready, because how many opportunities do you need? I personally know I have missed several opportunities over the years because I got in my own way, and I still stumble over me because of the past experiences that come into my present, the fears that come into my presence, the misgivings, the missteps. But the point is I keep getting up and I keep moving forward. And you got to watch who you're around. I mean, I just was talking to my better half this morning, and they're really excited that we're expanding into other territories. And I'm like, why are you excited? And they were like, because I'm an opportunist. I'm like, do you really want to tell me that right now? But, you know, it's an inside joke. But the reality is you got to be around people who, even when you get shaky in the knees, they still be like, well, I'm happy for you. I'm so excited for you. You know what I mean? To keep you moving forward. So I think we have to be gentle with ourselves, but we have to move the fear out the way. I see a lot of people miss opportunity because it's foreign to them, and then they don't plan, they don't feel comfortable, they haven't done it before, and they don't realize where you standing right now, you doing it. You just might be changing the location or moving over a little degree, and then you got success over here. And when you don't change, you're over here in the middle of this drought. It's just it's 7 degrees of separation for real. You know?
Yep. No, you're exactly right. Missed opportunity is something that happens to most business owners. And one thing that I've learned in the short time that I've been running this, well, I really learned it in other businesses too. But when you don't have a clear set path to go, and you're just kind of out there just aimlessly floating and hoping for this, that, and the other, you're going to miss all kind of opportunities. But when you have a clear set path of where you're trying to get, when that opportunity arises that perfectly aligns with the direction that you're going, you're all over it. You're ready. And I'll say this, and this is a little bit on the flip side of things that everyone also needs to realize. Not every opportunity that comes your way is for you. Just because an opportunity arises doesn't mean that you need to take it. I've also jumped on certain opportunities that I sometimes regret jumping on because I truly believe that maybe it wasn't the best thing at that time. So having that wisdom, it all goes back to having that wisdom, running it through your filter. Does this line up with my vision? Does this line up with the direction I'm taking my business? You have a business plan, right? You have a 10-year plan. Where do you want your business to be in 10 years? Having an appliance store was never part of my 10-year plan. It was never part of any plan that I had. And guess what? I don't have an appliance store anymore. So, you know, I could sit here and cry and whine and, oh, I wasted so much money and time and this, that, and the other. There's a learning lesson that certain things don't line up with my business plan, and I just need to chalk it off and keep moving. So, not every opportunity is yours, but you have to use the wisdom that God gives you, and you have to listen to those wise counselors around you. When those wise counselors, that your inner circle, are saying, hey, man, this sounds like a good opportunity, listen to them. But when they say, hey, man, I'm not sure that this is going to be the best thing for you, listen to them. And it's like we always say, it's important to have those people because they're your inner circle, and choose them wisely. Because at the end of the day, when those opportunities arise, you need to be ready, but you also need to use discernment. You also need to use the wisdom that God's given you to say, okay, is this truly a good opportunity for me? Because a lot of times for me, and this is probably a personal character flaw of my own, I like to jump on stuff. Something comes my way, ooh, that's a good deal, or ooh, that's gonna be great, and I just jump into it. But I've learned over the years to take a little more time and make wise decisions. If it feels rushed, if it feels like, oh, if I don't do this, I'm gonna miss out. A lot of times you better sit back and think twice before you do it, because sometimes missed opportunities are a good thing because it wasn't a good opportunity for you to begin with, but it's your job as the business owner to know your vision and where you're going, to know if it's the opportunity for you. So that's just a little flip side, if you will.
Exactly. You know, I think that one point I want to add is, don't be discouraged by a business plan. You know, I think a lot of people don't start or don't do certain things because it's a daunting task. They think it's this, you know, I got to do a PowerPoint, I got to go into Word and Office and do this, when you can just start today by making a list. After this podcast, if you just write down your jobs you're doing today, okay? And you walk through and just do a quick list. You don't have to write it out, but write out in your brain, okay, I got my water. I'm going to do a dishwasher. The dishwasher's not, water's not coming out. Okay, what's the steps I'm going to take? Oh, do I have a water valve? Do I have the board just in case the board is not activating? You know what's in that schematic and what you need. But in your mind, if you walk through certain things and start in little levels, you'll realize how quick your day is going to go, how you're going to run through these projects. And when you run into a hiccup, your brain has already fleshed out the basics. So when you get into something that throws you off, you still are on track. You're ahead of the game because you're flying through the jobs. You start there. And then you look at everything else, your paperwork, things of that nature. Just start making a list of some things you want to accomplish. Because what we forget is when we're on these jobs, we're distracted mentally because all that back office stuff we don't have done, or the parts we haven't returned, or the calls we haven't made, or, get your list together. And what I try to do is the night before, I make out a list of where I want things to go, some things I need to address, and I make it happen. Like today, I woke up in Crestview. I had to be in Enterprise, Alabama. I had to be on this podcast. I'm in Central Time. I'm an hour behind them. So I made it like, look, I got to leave here by 5 a.m. my time to get over there. So I'm there before the podcast. So I'm situated. I'm not driving, and I can give it my full attention and give our viewers what they deserve by showing up. I need to show up whole and complete and being able to be Miss Ward and to be of service. That's a commitment. You follow me? So at the end of the day, do you really think I wanted to get up? I got up at 4:24 my time. But I'm not complaining because I'm ready for the day. And I wrote out everything else I got to do, from returning parts to jobs, meeting up with my tech, blah, 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 the logistics of the game. Because I run a real business, and the business is a reflection of my organization skill, my intentions, and my goals. If my business is lazy, sloppy, not professional, then guess what? I'm the problem. Ownership is the key. Responsibility.
Yep. Amen. Yeah, you're so right, because it's so easy to put things off. It's so easy to say, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. But you got 24 hours in a day, and whether you get up at 4:30, 5:30, or 6:30, you need to hit the ground running and make the most of that day and seize the day. I often struggle. I've often struggled in the past, and I've gotten a lot better with it now, with organizing my day to have a successful, even when the trials are going to come, the customers that are having issues, or the job issues, or whatever you're going through, especially if you're growing your business. If you're still a one-man show, enjoy it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But as you're growing your business, there's a lot of issues that come up every single day. And if you're just kind of just floating along, hoping for the best, you're going to make some poor decisions. But when you're ready, when you wake up in the morning and you get yourself ready, let's talk about that for a minute, because Miss Ward just dropped it, and y'all might not have caught it. You got to get up in the morning. You got to get ready for that day. If you're just rolling out of bed and wiping the crust out of your eyes and hoping for the best, and you don't have any kind of morning ritual or morning routine, I highly recommend it. I guarantee you Miss Ward has a morning routine. She's waking up in different places all over the country, but I guarantee you there's similarities no matter where she wakes up. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. 3 things that I highly recommend you add to your morning routine is, number 1, some type of exercise, even if it's 5-10 minutes of stretching and whatever. Do some exercise in the morning. The second thing is some type of reading, whether it's reading the Bible or listening to an audio book or something, just some quiet time to get something good in your head, some thoughts, some knowledge. And then lastly is some prayer time or some meditation time, some time to just sit and be still and listen and talk to God or meditate or whatever you do. Those 3 things alone, I truly believe, can make you ready for the day on a spiritual, physical, and emotional level. And I'll tell you the truth, the days that I miss it, because there are days that I miss it, I can tell. The days when I just roll out of bed and kind of just go with the flow, I can tell. So that's another way to stay ready. Because at the end of the day, if you aren't ready, you're going to miss certain things during the day. I found this rock. I'm going to see if I can get it into the camera. I don't know why it's sitting beside me, but it says reliable on it. And I just found that. And I don't know why, but I thought I'd show it, because that's kind of what we're talking about. When you're ready, when you wake up every day and you go out there as a tech, as a business owner, as whatever, and you're ready for whatever comes, it's going to make you reliable. It's going to make you reliable to your team. It's going to make you reliable to your customers. It's going to make you reliable to your family and your friends and your inner circle. and it's going to help you throughout your day to do your best with what's thrown at you. I had a plan for today. Last week, I had set aside this day to have a day at the office and get all these things done. Well, plans get messed up. And now I have 3 different jobs that I have to go out on. One is an unhappy customer. The other is a laundry center that the customer has been waiting for a while, and we got to get it done. And then the third is a recall on a Whirlpool washer, F9 E1 Air slow drain. So, things are going to come up. My plan for today isn't working out, but I'm going to adjust. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to do what I got to do to get out there and make it happen. So, Ms. Ward, you got any closing thoughts or closing words? Because we're going to wrap this thing up early.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, we need to go get it. And we have to realize that if you plan your day, even if you're a one-man shop or whatever, watch your profit increase. You'll get more jobs completed. You'll be able to put more money to the bottom line because you are trimming the fat because your focus is laser. That's all I got.
Amen. Amen. Well, Ms. Ward's got a busy day today. I got a busy day. We're going to make the best out of this day and hope you do too. If you haven't read Proverbs 9 before, or even if you have, go back and read it. That's one of the things I love about Proverbs. You can read it over and over and over again, and little nuggets will just pop out in front of you. So go back and read Proverbs 9. If you haven't registered for the one-day business conference coming up in December, make sure you're going to be there. We got an all-star lineup of people coming to this conference. We got Miss Ward. We got Brother B. We got Mike Sneed coming. Of course, I'm going to be there. It's in my hometown. EJ, Mike Carson, Zach, a bunch of other guys and gals from the community. So make sure you come out. It's going to be an interactive day of networking and learning and growing. We're gonna have a good time too, because we're all about the work, but we also like to have a good time. So we're gonna make sure it's fun, and afterwards we're gonna hang out for a bit. So make sure you register. If you haven't subscribed to Miss Ward's channel, make sure you go over to Solid Steps to Wealth on YouTube. Solid Steps to Wealth. We're gonna be doing a special. Are we doing it live, Miss Ward, or are we recording it?
We're gonna be doing it live because it's gonna be through your stream. Yep, okay. Absolutely. One more thing I gotta share. I almost forgot because the girls and EJ will get me. Freestyle Friday. It's gonna be spice and everything nice. You follow me? Spice and everything nice. It's gonna be EJ and his angels. It's gonna be me, Jenny, and Shauna. We're gonna run them out of there, boy. Awesome. I can't wait. All the girls are together.
New name. EJ's Angel. EJ told me about that. It slipped my mind, but yeah, we have an all-star lineup tomorrow for Freestyle Friday. Miss Ward, Shayna, and Jenny. They're going to be talking about things, leading the Freestyle Friday. So make sure you check that out. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed to Miss Ward's channel, go check that out. We're going to be going live with her, I believe tomorrow as well in the evening. But we appreciate you guys tuning in every week. Get your questions ready for tomorrow. Y'all were slacking on the questions today, so I'm going to give y'all a little grace. But tomorrow when the girls come on, you better be ready because they're going to bring it to you. But anyway, have a great day, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace.